What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel if you've been here before, and this is Travion TV.
This very moment I bring, put in on everything that I will retire with the ring. Retire with the ring. Retire with the ring.
Now, before we get this video started, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, all of that. So y'all know it's all appreciated. Now, I appreciate everybody that came and watched all of my catch-up videos from last week, girl. We catching up again. So we're going to do episode 9, episode 10 of Baddies Africa and Baddies Gone Wild. So this video is going to be Baddies Africa episode 9. Let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, I'm going to remind y'all again, like the video, like the video, and I want the likes to match the comments. If you ain't got nothing to say, then just leave a heart, you know? I appreciate it. Now, like I said, let's go ahead and get to the video. Baddies Africa episode 9. So this episode starts off with Tink on the phone. They talking about whose song it is, Cold Killer or Tink. Obviously, Cold Killer came out with the remix first, but apparently it's the remix of some nigga song, girl, some man song. I didn't go do the research to find out whose song it was, but I've heard enough to know that Cold Killer their song is a remix too. So it's neither one of their song, essentially. Cold Killer, she really ate them up though, cause she like, bitch, $30 million out the mud, nigga. It's shit, it's shit, it's shit. 30 million, it's shit, yeah, nigga, yeah. Man, Cold Killer be killing me. I'm like, girl, you is a lady. You is not a little boy. Stop acting like that, boy. 30 million, it definitely trumps whatever Tink them got, because I think they might have like 5 million at the most, but I really think it might like be, I really think it might be like 1 million. Either way, an accomplishment nonetheless. But girl, Tink, she just talking. She talking about, she's boring. She's boring. Girl, you're not even there. What are you talking about? And ain't you pregnant? Calm down. Like, why did Natalie even call her on that rah-rah? Well, we know why. But girl, she just, y'all know I be living for Tink sometimes, but sometimes she just be doing too much and sounding and looking stupid. You saying she's boring, girl, you're not even there. Anyway, moving on. Cause they still at the talent show, mind you. So Bad Dolly comes up to do her diss track, and they ain't even got it ready. I guess she don't know the lyrics, so she can't perform it because it's that new. And I'm pretty sure she didn't write it. Anyway, you never know though, cause it ain't exquisitely written. But you know these girls don't write their raps. Don't write their raps, and plus they flow shitty. Don't make me expose you, bitch. I'm too busy. But yeah, so her stuff not working. So Big Lex, she do some kind of performance. I guess everybody rapping now because Pretty P, she do some kind of rap too. And I don't know what beat they rapping on, but yes, they're rhyming, I guess. Now, Ivory, she did good. I feel like she sounds the best. Like, she has the best voice for rapping out of all the girls. Cold Killer, I like her too. I like her vibe. She's like, Cold Killer. I like her too, but I feel like Ivory, she got like the best flow, whether she write hers or not. But she's talking about, I pop out with melodies and legacies. And I'm like, you still think about Melanie and Legacy, girl? Because that's definitely some kind of male and Legacy shade. Like, them was some kind of slugs towards them, girl. And if you're not an Now That's TV girl, you wouldn't catch it. But I caught that. And everybody always be saying that Mel is obsessed with Ivory, when I really feel like they both just equally obsessed with each other. You know what I mean? Obviously, I guess the rivalry is over because we all know that, you know, Ivory's gonna get the best of Mel. Mel, she might get a good round in on Ivory, but for the most part, Ivory has won that battle. Okay? Now the war, it might not be over, but she's won the battle. Anyway, I just felt the need to point that out because she's talking about melodies and legacies. I'm like, girl. Anyway, so Choco ends up winning the talent show with her Afro beats, right? Big ups to the Afro beats. That's what she said. Natalie, she ends up giving everybody $1,000, or giving everybody. We don't see her giving it to them, but you know, hopefully she did. So they're going out, and they asking Tavi if she's excited to be going out, and she like, I mean, I would be more excited if I didn't have to fight 100,000 times. And I was thinking like, damn, she did fight a lot of people. She fought Cold Killer, K Rican, Russian Cream. Well, she didn't fight Russian Cream. She should have fought Russian Cream. What's the other one name? Oh, Fauna. She fought Dolly and Big Lex 3 times. She fought Cold Killer like 4 times. Girl, yeah, she fought Fauna like 3 times. The bitch has fought a lot of times, so I can understand. But they're in Johannesburg, and Tavi says, and I am Joanna. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I like Tavi, but all I could think was Joanna Man. When she said Joanna, I was like, Joanna Man? And I don't think she looked like a man. But that was just funny. I am Team Tavi though. I'm gonna let y'all know now. So I am Team Tavi. Get with it or get out of here because I really don't give a fuck. Y'all know I am on the team of real bitch. I'm a real bitch. So I'm just gonna always rock with the real bitch, you know? On the other bus, Lex is steady trying to explain, I guess, to the girls why she wanted to fight Tavi because she don't really have a reason. And then she talking about like what I mean, like you see, like with Russian, like how she wanted to get mad with Russian, and she know Russian not gonna fight her. That's what I mean, picking and choosing. And Lex be trying to talk slow and like with emphasis, like it's making sense what she's saying, but it was making no sense. Like she just wasn't making sense to me, girl. So Ivory say, Fanta, I heard Dolly hit you with a bottle. And Fanta like, girl, she did not hit me. She tried to, and I was still sitting there looking very much pretty, very much pretty. And I don't know. I'm like, is it me or do Fauna talk with like a moan? Like it sound like everything she's saying, like she on a sex line. She like, it wasn't like, but I was still sitting there looking very much pretty. I'm like, girl, you. I like her though. It just be like, what is you selling sex? Is you selling Gucci? I'm always wondering if these girls are selling Gucci, and maybe it's not my business. I don't know. But anyway, but I don't know. I kind of feel like Dolly did hit her with the bottle because why was she so mad or whatever she hit her with? Because Fauna was mad as hell. She was like, she was mad. Y'all remember? So the girls finally get to the club and they having a good time. And Natalie tells the DJ to play Bad Dolly's disc for DTB. So Ivory, DTB, and Pretty P, they all telling the crowd to boo Dolly. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I don't fault Ivory for, sticking up for Diamond because it is her friend for real. And then she did just fight Dolly, but at the same time, y'all did just make up, and Ivory really could have been neutral. She didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? She really didn't have to do that. So it's like that kind of did start the beef back up because I was seeing people in the comments and they was like, didn't they just make up? Well, yeah, and if you want to put it like that, who's being weird then if they just made up? Dolly's just performing her diss to DTB, which Natalie asked them to put on. And obviously, it's a storyline for them because I don't feel like they really have no beef for real, honestly. So Ivory inserting herself on behalf of Diamond, that was her picking a side, which I don't mind, but she did. So now if Dolly feels some kind of way, she has the right to, in my opinion. So the next day, DTV and Natalie, they talking on the phone about going to a cultural village. So we see Dolly and Lex outside in the next scene. Dolly talking about she thought Africa was just gonna be dirt huts and niggas outside throwing spears. Like that's what she thought. Because girl, what is she talking about? It looked just like America over her. Dolly is so ignorant, but she is very funny. I'm not gonna lie. The bitch is entertaining. She entertained the hell out of me. So Lex and Dolly, they talking about why Summer won't answer their phone calls. And they like, it's okay. Our bitch is just summering right now. She's just out summering. And it just really do feel like Lex and Dolly, they need Summer's energy to thrive on the show. And I feel like they can tell that. Especially with the conversation they gonna have later on when Summer finally gets there. And I forgot the bitch was coming. So then Pretty P tells DTB and Ivory that her granddad passed away in the next scene. But she's gonna stay, I guess, for right now. I'm pretty sure because it takes a minute to like get a last minute flight, girl. You going from Africa back to the United States. I'm pretty sure it's layover flights and all that. She still is gonna have to wait a minute before she gets back. So I'm assuming as long as she gets there before the funeral, that's all that really matters to her. And as she said, her granddad was her biggest fan. He liked to watch her on the show and he would want her to be there. So she's staying. And I understand completely every decision she making, girl. I just like Pretty P now. Like, am I one of those flip floppy fans now? I don't care. I like Pretty P now, and I feel like Pretty P is a real bitch, and she doing what she got to do. Like she said, she at work, she got to make her bread. LCK goes in to talk to Fauna and Choco, and she's asking Choco how she feel about her room, and Choco like it's fit for a African queen, and Elsie like, girl, Nigerian queen, ho, you ain't the queen of Africa, girl. And they kind of like bond on their languages, even though they have different languages, but they have similar words in common. So they kind of bond over that, and Fauna gets a little insider on, how Africans, oh, I don't know, what's the fucking word? Show community? I don't fucking know. Anyway, the next day, honey, Tavi face is swole as hell, like all in this area, and she look like an avatar. That's what she said, and she do. So she said she's fighting Dolly every day until she gets her chain back because she really just feel like it was jealousy, and I agree. Fauna asked if Choco is done with Diamond, and she said, "Not the hoe keep being funny." Basically, and Fauna say she just a troll. Give her a chance. You know, she don't be meaning it. And I'm really trying to figure out too. Like I said, love Diamond down, but I'm trying to figure out why everybody is making excuses for Diamond provoking people. Like that shit is not okay. I don't give a damn if she's trolling. She needs to learn how to talk to folks, and she need to learn when and where. And that's not to say she don't, because we really don't be seeing everything that the people be feeling like Diamond be doing to them. Besides the stuff that we do see, you get what I'm saying? Which be like, I would say, what, not honest trolling, but innocent, like innocent trolling. You know what I mean? She don't be meaning nobody no harm with the stuff she's saying. So I just feel like that's what people be saying. But at the same time, girl, don't make somebody mad and then tell them how mad to get. You can't do that, you know? So Scotty comes in and she's catching Rolly up on everything. Scotty is gushing over Rolly's room like she ain't never seen no nice shit before. Like she don't mess with the CEO girl that's probably worth $1 billion according to him and Natalie. She like, you got 2 tubs? I'm like, Scotty, please, girl. But they make for good TV, honey. So the girls are on the way to the village, and Elsie says she's excited for the girls to see real African culture, and I am as well. I'm glad that they did this. I feel like the season is definitely picking up. Like I said, as Baddies Gone Wild is dwindling down because they're giving us more. We actually are getting to see Africa, which is needed. You know, if we're going to be in Africa and there's a whole bunch of black folks watching, we at least need to know a little bit about Africa, right? Like the actual Africa, the insides of Africa, honey, not just what we see in the books in school and on TV, like Dolly said, not the dirt, the huts, and the spear chucks. You know what I mean? I'm glad they're doing this. So Tavi said she's not coming up off that bitch Dolly for her chain. And she only expected Russian Cream to jump in because she was the one always in her face popping shit. And I agree, because we seen when Russian Cream was walking with Tavi out to the field when she was in a fight, Call Killer, she like, yeah, and take your shoes off and give me your bag, bitch. Like she all in her face, honey. Elsie wasn't doing all of that. And I don't know if this is after they hadn't already fought. I don't think it was, but either way, or maybe it was. Yeah, it was. But either way, I saw Russian Cream being all in Tavi face. And even when Tavi and Elsie was into it, she was on the bed on the side of the room with Tavi. You know what I mean? So I can believe that. Russian asked Dolly what happened to her eye. And Dolly basically say, bitch, mind your business. And Russian like, oh, I mean, I just thought it was from when you fought Tavi. And Lex was like, yeah. And then Dolly talking about, no, I was doing Lex hair and she reached up and poked me in my eye. Girl, that bitch is the key. So they finally get to the place. They tell everybody about Pretty P and her possibly leaving and Summer returning. And nobody's excited for Summer returning at all. Natalie says she's introducing the first celebrity guest, and it's Marissa. Who? Girl, who? And Ellie Chopper baby mama, honey, apparently. And girl, she came in and my eyes was just, they was just, I was just looking at her at the side of my eye the whole motherfucking episode. Even right now, when I say her name, I'm looking at her name at the side of my eye. Marissa, you give me freak hoe, freak hoe. Freak hoe. Yeah, she really do, and I don't care. So yeah, she come in, she say she from the Triple D, and they just announced her as a celebrity, and she's just saying like her name, where she from, her age, but she never told us what she did. What do she do successfully, quickly? No, for real, but what does she do though? She a celebrity? What does she do? Is she an influencer or is she a celebrity? Because what do she do? I get tired of asking it. What do she do? So anyway, we just know she from the Triple D, honey, and that's what she said, Detroit. Anyway, so they get to the place and they're going on a tour. So the tour guide tells them that the Zulu people like to fight a lot. So they need to ask for permission, or else when they answer that bitch, they gonna get bust all upside their motherfucking heads. And I don't think they want that. But he said, I'm Zulu, so you can come in. And it makes sense as to why they invited these bitches to their tribe, because they're fighting people. They like to fight. That's what he said. They like to fight too much. And later on, that little place they was playing them drums and stuff in, not the little place, but the place they was playing them drums and dancing and stuff in, I'm pretty sure that was the damn arena, the fighting arena, bitch. I'm pretty sure that's where they go to do everything expressive. You want to play some music, play it here. You want to fight here. You know what I mean? You want to play a sport, play it in here. Type shit. That's what it was given though. But anyway, So he starts to give them a little information about their people, about how you have to have 11 cows to have a wife, and one cow is basically $1,000. So it costs $11,000 to get married. And I feel like, you know what? I mean, that kind of makes sense if you want to do it like that, because it's like if you're getting married, you should be stable enough to provide for you and your wife and your kids, right? If that's what you're going for, the whole traditional thing. So $11,000 is not a lot in the grand scheme of things, especially over a year, over even half a year, even a couple months, when you factoring in you, yourself, and your kids. We ain't even got to factor in like rent, because obviously they're not paying rent and stuff like that. But you get what I'm saying, like just providing, right? So in a sense, I can see why, that will be essential, because nigga, if you can only get one cow and you want to get married and then you have 6 kids, there 5 of them are probably not gonna make it because they ain't gonna have nothing to eat. You know what I mean? So I understand that. And they say you can have as many wives as you want as long as you can, have as many cows as you need. And once again, if that's what they believe in and everyone's okay with it, honey, I'm not one to judge, girl. I'm not knocking them folks for what they believe in. So they talk about the married and the unmarried women. The unmarried women, they wear the unmarried women, they wear short skirts. So you can, get all up in their coos. They want their coos to feel the wind. They want their coos to be touched. Put your tongue in their coos and make them fart from the front, or whatever she said in the movie. The married women, they have to wear long skirts, and they have to wear these wedding hats that like signify their wedding rings. And baby, they have to sleep in the hats. I'm talking about in it. I'm talking about in the hat. I'm talking about in it. What? And the hats is like this high, bitch. I wish I would sleep in that big ass hat. I be sneaking that shit off in the middle of the night so fast. I be giving him so many motherfucking sedatives and melatonin so he could be knocked out so I could take that hat off. So they finally get to the battle arena and they dance. And they tell them about women in battle, about how if they man was losing in the battle, the women is gonna jump in. Like, yes, they is our type of people, baby. We probably all Zulu. A lot of us probably come from Zulu. They showing them how to play the drums and stuff, and then Natalie say, it's time for a house meeting. And baby, that's what the drum roll was for. Natalie say, do anybody got anything to get off their chest? And Tavi, she's like, yeah, I do. I do. And Lex gets up. And Tavi like, girl, you have no reason to fight me. You have no reason to fight me. And you can hear her saying that, but Lex is steady trying to make this storyline work for her because she haven't had no action. Talking about, nah, I heard you wanted your lick back. But if she's getting up and she want Dolly and she's saying you have no reason to fight me, she's not saying she want her lick back. If she wanted her lick back, she would have been like, okay, come on. Okay, come on. She's saying you have no reason to fight me. So Lex, I really just feel like at this point, you didn't like bullies and people picking on people. What are you doing? Like, she didn't want to fight you, girl. What you fighting her for? And she wasn't picking and choosing with nobody. She was trying to stick up for her friend with Fauna Cole killing them. And whether they was small or not, it was 3 of them. So if y'all was gonna jump a bitch, jump me. Jump the big bitch. You know what I mean? That's what that kind of gave me, because she went up against all 3 of them. So I just really don't want to hear it with Lex's logic, Lex fans. If y'all feel like she right, none of that. She's not right. She's dead ass wrong. She dead ass wrong. And I don't like how she's doing this, girl. And then she got her face all messed up and stuff, girl. She ain't even did nothing to deserve that. That's wrong. And y'all are mad at her because she got that chain. That's what it seemed like. And that's how I'm gonna end this episode off. Because, girl, oh, Lex, you didn't make me mad. You and your homegirls, all your homegirls. And you ain't even funny. At least them bitches funny. You just cute. Anyway, that's all I got for this video, girl. If y'all like this video, y'all make sure y'all give it a big thumbs up. Like I said, subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. And I will see y'all in the next one. I have episode 10 and I have Baddies Going Wild 9 and 10 coming for y'all right after this. I'll see y'all in the next one. Make sure y'all click on that one. So I'll see y'all in those. Y'all make sure y'all click on those videos. Like the video, and I'll see you later. Bye.